Rick Steves has walked more cobblestone streets than almost anyone alive, and at 71, he just admitted something most travel guides won't say out loud. The way we traveled at 30 is going to wreck a trip at 65. From the exact month he says to avoid Europe entirely, to the one item in a suitcase that's quietly aging retirees faster than jet lag. These are his 10 rules, ranked from useful insights to one critical detail that could prove costly if overlooked. A notebook trick. A packing rule that keeps travelers feeling younger. The 2 words that unlock discounts almost nobody asks for. An accessibility hack most retirees don't know exists. The slower way to see a city that beats walking every time. Where thieves are actually hoping a wallet gets left behind. The document a doctor should be writing right now. The one place never to cut corners, even on a budget. And the $15,000 mistake that's almost too common. Let's start with the smallest habit. The one that quietly saves every trip. Number 10. Write it down. We start with the tip that costs nothing and takes seconds, but it's the difference between a smooth trip and a scattered one. There's a strong case for writing things down. Hotel room numbers, metro stops, opening hours. Because after a long travel day, our brains just don't hold details the way they used to. The fix: a small notebook, or a phone's notes app, plus snapping a photo of a schedule instead of memorizing it. It sounds too simple to matter, but recording the small stuff frees up mental energy for the parts of the trip that actually count. But get one step deeper into packing, and the next rule is about something that fits inside that same bag. Number 9. Pack light and feel younger. Here's a phrase that's been repeated for decades, but hits differently past 60. When you pack light, you're younger. This isn't about vanity, it's about mobility. A lighter bag means less wrestling on cobblestones and less exhaustion before the day even starts. The method: fewer clothes, a mid-trip laundry stop, everything crammed into one carry-on instead of checked luggage. And if it's winter, wear the heavy coat instead of packing it. Ignore this one, and it becomes the thing draining energy on day one. And speaking of things that quietly age a trip, here's one almost nobody thinks to ask about. Number 8. Ask for the discount. This next one isn't about age, it's about 2 words most travelers over 60 simply forget to say. The advice is blunt. Always ask about discounts, even if you don't see posted information about one. You may be surprised. Airlines, museums, and transit systems often carry unadvertised senior rates, some only offered if asked for directly. In the UK, it's often labeled pensioner's rate instead of senior discount. So the word to listen for changes by country. The takeaway: ask every single time, because there's no way to know which counter is about to save money. But the next tip takes that same just ask mindset somewhere far more important than a wallet. Number 7. Use the accommodations. Using accessibility accommodations isn't a compromise. It's simply smarter travel. Wheelchair assistance at airports, priority boarding, elevator access at museums. These exist specifically so age or mobility doesn't have to shrink an itinerary. The instinct for a lot of retirees is to push through and prove they don't need the help. The opposite approach wins here. Use every accommodation available, because the goal isn't to travel like you're 30, it's to actually enjoy where you are. And that same philosophy, protecting energy over pride, leads straight into a rule about how a city actually gets seen. Number 6. Slow down the pace. This is where conventional wisdom about seeing it all on foot gets challenged outright. Take bus tours, usually 2 hours long, for a painless overview of a city's highlights, goes the advice, adding that boat tours of a harbor or fjord are, in his words, a pleasure. The logic: the more context travelers understand, the more they enjoy what they're looking at, and a guided tour delivers that without the physical toll of an all-day walking itinerary. Splitting a taxi with fellow travelers is another way to stretch limited hours. It's a full rejection of see everything on foot, and it sets up a rule that isn't about the itinerary at all, but what's in the pockets. Number 5. Lock it in the safe. Here's a line that should make every retiree pay attention. Thieves target Americans, and older ones are just ideal. Not because older travelers are weaker, because they're often carrying more cash and moving a little slower through crowded tourist zones. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. Leave anything not needed for the day locked in the hotel room safe. Passport, spare cards, extra cash, all of it stays behind. Decades of travel back this up. A hotel room is rarely where things go missing. The risk lives on the street. But if theft is a risk that can be avoided, the next one sometimes can't. Number 4. Skip the summer heat. The most grueling thing about European travel these days is the heat and the crowds of summer. Europe hit record-breaking temperatures in summer 2026, with heat warnings stacking up across the US at the same time. For older travelers, heat isn't just uncomfortable. Chronic conditions and certain medications can make dehydration and heat exhaustion far more dangerous than at 30. The fix: shift the trip to the shoulder season, cooler weather, thinner crowds, and lower prices across flights and hotels. It's a rule that protects the body and the bank account in the same move. And protecting the body on the road is exactly where the next tip goes further. Number 3. Never pack a partial supply. This is the most direct rule on the entire list. Be certain to take a full supply of any medications with you. Not a partial supply, a full one, plus extra for delays, because prescriptions can be listed under completely different names abroad. The recommendation? Ask a doctor in advance for a list of generic alternatives, just in case. Experienced travelers take it further, carrying a written or digital medical summary, conditions, treatment plan, exact medication composition, so any doctor anywhere can understand the situation in seconds. It feels like overkill until the one day it isn't. And that same, prepare for the worst mindset, is exactly where the final 2 rules are headed. Number 2. Chase the dream, not the discount. Here's a pushback on conventional retirement budget wisdom. Your best budget place is to travel smartly where your travel dreams are taking you. In other words, don't pick a cheaper country just because it's cheaper. If Italy is the dream, go to Italy, and find the budget path once there. Guidebook research, off-the-beaten-path dining, the occasional DIY picnic instead of a restaurant sit-down. The savings should come from the how, not the where. It's a subtle but important reframe for anyone managing a fixed income. The goal isn't the cheapest trip, it's the smartest version of the trip actually wanted, and that same financial mindset leads straight into the rule that can save or cost thousands. Number 1. Insure the trip. And here's the one rule treated as essential, not optional, for retirement-age travelers. Seniors pay more for travel insurance, but are also more likely to need it. It sounds like a sales pitch until the real numbers show up. Trip cancellations, lost baggage, and medical evacuations are typically covered, and skipping that coverage can be brutal. One traveler's account puts it in perspective. A stolen phone in Vietnam, covered by the policy, and later, an emergency appendix surgery in Texas that would have cost $15,000 out of pocket without it. That's not a vacation add-on. It's making sure one bad afternoon doesn't turn into a financial disaster on top of a medical one. Of all 10 rules, this is the one treated as non-negotiable. And it's exactly why it's saved for last. 10 rules, 1 theme: travel doesn't get smaller after retirement, it just gets smarter. The trip waited on for decades is still very much on the table. Just pack it a little lighter, insure it a little better, and slow it down enough to actually enjoy it.